And so here with us in the studio right now for the Hills Hoist live sessions, we have Russell Brown. How you doing, Russell?
Good, thanks.
And I saw Russell playing a little while ago, a couple of months ago, and I was at the Knox Festival in Ferntree Gully making lanterns, and it was the rainiest day ever. It was the rubbishest day for a festival, and no one was coming along for workshops, and Russell here was going to be playing on a little stage outside, but it was too rainy and all his equipment would have like fused and blown up, so he came and sat in our little lantern making workshop tent and sung to us for about 3 hours or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was a bit of a workout.
It's a bit of an audition for the Hills Hoist.
I was like,
That's what it was.
Oh, right.
you're booked, I said. The voice of an angel.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, so how you doing? Where are you from?
Well, my parents live in Cockatoo,
Mhm.
and they're into music as well. My mother's a bit of a, she plays in this blues rock band as well.
And what are they called?
Called Rust Bucket.
Rust
Bucket, like old cars and stuff, because everyone in the band's like over 40, so they just decided to do like a funny name. And they had their first gig at like a 50th wedding anniversary last weekend.
Oh, cool.
And that went pretty good.
Oh, great.
She hasn't performed for like 20 years, so she's getting back into it.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool.
And what about Dad? Is he a muso too?
Well, no, my stepfather not so much. My actual father, he sort of dabbles, I think, but more sort of poems and stuff like that. He's Irish, so I suppose it runs in the family.
So that's where your songwriting talent comes
I think
from.
so, yeah. It kind of just flows out of me pretty naturally, so...
What a good mixture. Poet
Yeah.
for a dad and a musician for a mum.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
it's
get
pretty
you.
good. Pretty soulful sort of people, I suppose.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And whereabouts are you living at the moment?
I'm living in Ferntree Gully,
Okay.
but I've spent lots of time like around this area basically, and just I lived in Cockatoo for like about 1.5 years or 2 years or something.
Yeah. Whereabouts did you go to school up here?
No, actually Fair Hills,
Oh, okay.
but I
Yep.
was going to go to St John's or whatever, or just my mates were all sort of living up here like a few like when we were like 16, 17. It's kind of how we all I suppose started.
Awesome.
Getting like a jam room somewhere, just randomly, probably someone's bungalow or something.
Yeah.
And just
Definitely a magnet for music this
Yeah,
year, isn't
you
it?
can make more noise around here.
Yeah.
That's true, that's a good point.
And you also can't tell where it's coming from, which is a good thing, because you get the echoes like coming off the hills and stuff.
Oh, it's good. It's good for the soul up here, I think.
Yeah, it must drive the cops crazy when they're trying to find out where the party is.
Yeah.
And so what sort of songs do you write?
Well, I write sort of more, I suppose, singer-songwriter stuff. I'm influenced by the 60s and the 70s mostly. Probably like songwriters like George Harrison from the Beatles, and probably like even Cat Stevens maybe, or just stuff like that. Sort of poetic sort of stuff, but
The storytelling.
Storytelling, yeah. Stuff with
beautiful.
stories. I try to write stuff that inspires me, like music I'd like to hear, and I suppose that's the music I'd like to make one day, is like music that I'd like to sit back and listen to, I suppose. Like it's not a selfish or a egotistical thing, it's just you just want to do something
And
from your heart.
share it.
Yeah, and share it, yeah.
Beautiful.
If you didn't like listening to it, you're going to have trouble performing it.
Exactly. There'd be no point in doing it otherwise. So, yeah.
And what's your ambitions with your music?
Probably try and like write like songs that are, I don't know, universal, I suppose, but like as many people can relate to as possible. I think that would be a good goal. I mean,
That's an awesome goal.
yeah. It's like I recently wrote the lyrics for this, even though it's a metal band. It's got good reviews and stuff, and even though it's not totally different to how I write songs, it's like it still joins somewhere. It still connects, because it's all about storytelling at the end of the day, I think. So it's I think whether it's like blues or jazz or classical or opera or singer-songwriter or metal or whatever, there's always a common thread of trying to tell a good story, I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, give us a taster. Are you going to do original ones today?
Yeah, I'll do a couple of original songs, I suppose.
What's this one called?
This one's called Dreamer, and it's basically about me, and about a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
I think, you know, because they got their heads in the clouds a bit. So it's kind of about that. That's what inspired this song originally. All right, so here we go.
Sometimes I'm on top, actions don't meet my words. Can't walk the walk, I've seen with the birds. Why can't you see the way back for me? Can't live my dreams if I'm too slack to be. I'm just a dreamer, just wasting his life with little words from the heavens that flow down like wine. I'm just a dreamer, just wasting his life with little songs from the heavens that flow down like wine. They are not mine, they belong to you. I would give you the world if only I could. I don't like doing the things I know that I should. I can say that I've loved, but I can't show you how. I know the stars above, why can't I live for now? I'm just a dreamer, just wasting his life with the songs from the heavens that flow down like wine. I'm just a dreamer, just wasting his life with the words from the heavens flow down like wine. They are not mine, they belong to you. 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 They belong
Beautiful.
That was an unusual ending.
Yeah, I know, just sudden.
You've got a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
I'm always trying to improve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can never, stop learning.
Sure.
How do you go about, like, where do you sort of, when you're learning new things, like, do you have a tutor or do you just teach yourself?
Well, I was like drawn towards music because it's like, I suppose when I was first learning, I suppose I just taught myself. Just, listening to albums over and over and over again and just practicing the trying to match their vocals. And then after a while, you want to try to do your own thing and try to, I suppose, have your own voice and not just copy other people. So I think they're the best teachers, are the people who inspire you, I think. At least for me, anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But of course, it's good to get lessons too. I highly recommend getting lessons.
Have you had lessons?
I've had a few lessons, and they did really help because you don't realize you're doing the wrong thing. You're not aware of it because you're not objective, because it's you, and then someone else gives you some outside advice, and it pushes you, and
Yeah, you're too close to it.
Yeah, you're too close to it, and it's like that with anything. I think lyrics or guitar playing. If someone can just show you something that you're not quite getting, you got to keep an open mind because it might help. So.
All right. So what's the next song?
I'm going to play this song called Crooks and Liars, which is basically I was just sitting at home thinking about Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash, and I was just about that old sort of old style sort of you know, songs about trains and songs about robbers and cops and stuff. I don't know.
Bob and Johnny are big train bikes, I reckon.
Yeah, they're big train guys, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I just wrote a
John
song.
even had an album. Long Slow Train Coming, I think it was.
A song called Slow Train Coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically about that, basically.
It's a Bob and Johnny. Here we go.
Okay.
Just because I was caught with a loot, was left by a shadow man passing through. Had a gun in his hand, says his mind to wrong. I didn't ask any questions, I just took it as a wrong. Damn me nothing to be gained except that I've been in chains. I've been only accused of things I just didn't do. I swear it wasn't me. Just my nose down in warning me. Crooks and liars are everywhere. Who do you trust in this world? Crooks and liars. I swear I didn't have that evidence. Anyway, justice is mine to dispense. Can't you see that I'm wearing a badge? If you mess with me, I will shoot you in the back. I'm above the law, so I fall. There's no call that can't be bought. I've been wrongly accused of those things I just didn't do. I swear it wasn't me. Just my nose down in warning. Crooks and liars are everywhere. Crooks and liars are everywhere. Who do you trust in this world? But crooks and liars. Crooks and
I really like that one. That
Thank
was
you.
cool. I could hear a little bit of the Bob and Johnny influence there.
I don't know. It's like all of a sudden I'm channeling some people when I write songs. Sometimes, so it feels like that sometimes.
That's just great.
Yeah.
No, I liked it.
Like this go like and stuff like that.